This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com.
Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. So guys, now let's take a look at the gold market. And you can see that market has finally reached the area that we have specified in our weekly research and the daily updates. So you can see that market now sticks inside of the confluence support on the daily time frame chart right around 1311 area. So 1296, 1311 area is confluence support, very close to the daily oversold area, and finally market has tested the monthly pivot point. So in general, that is a suitable area for the starting of the weekly pattern that we have discussed previously. That calls the bread and butter buy. But in general, that is just the first level in the sequence of the possible levels. Because, guys, if you'll take a look at the weekly time frame chart, you'll see that the current week down is the first close below the weekly 3x3 moving average. And by the Judd Napoli framework, market in fact has three possible periods of closing below the 3x3 when the bread and butter trade could start. So in reality, it could happen that market could pass through it and reach the next level and start the upward action from, say, from the 50% support or even from the 618. That's also could happen. Although it's not very good scenario, because if market will pass through the confluence support and the monthly pivot point as there no exist, that will be not very good setup for the taking any long positions, right? So it will be it's dangerous moment. It's a worrying sign for the bulls, because if market has no respect to the significant support areas, where are the guarantee that it will show any respect to the just FIB support area? Okay, but still, as market still stands inside of this confluence support, let's not talk about what will happen if it will pass through it, and we will start to talk about it only if this really will happen. But right now, market has reached our area, and our major task here is trying to catch the potential bullish pattern on the intraday charts that could indicate the possible bounce to the upside, to an area around 1350 area, to the area around 1315 area level approximately, because that will be the target of the possible bread and butter buy trade if it will start right from this area. So the 618 resistance of the whole move down. So guys, yesterday I talked about this, that on the weekly time frame chart maybe this doesn't look like a really impressive action, but in reality that is approximately the $50 per contract, so it's really not small move. Okay. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have only this possible pattern. This is not even, guys, the 3 drive buy. That's just a wedge. You can see that market also has tested the weekly pivot support one and now is calling around it. We have this potentially bullish wedge, but it's not very fascinating setup. It's not very impressive. So we could say that we have the clear and very strong pattern. All that we have is just this potential wedge pattern that is accompanied by divergence, but around the daily confluence support. So from the one point of view, this really not very impressive setup, but from the other, that's only setup that we have right now. Okay. Also, guys, here you can see the shy and small bullish stop grabber that has been formed on the 4-hour time frame chart. I don't see anything more here right now. So, guys, how to act in the current situation? Well, the risk of the possible downward continuation is really significant. That's why if you are not a very risky trader, you probably wait when the market will start move up and will show real bullish action right from this area. In this case, you could try to take the long position on the minor retracement after this action to the upside will start. That's the conservative tactics of dealing with this setup, because we have the potential pattern on the weekly time frame chart. So it will pass probably the significant period of time when the market hits the targets, approximately around 1350, 1360 area. That's why we probably will get a lot of minor retracement on the way to this target, if this action really will start from this area. That's for those of you who would like first to see the signs of the starting move up and to act second. That's really reasonable attitude to the current situation. If you are more risky and would like to try to take the position right at the bottom, and because who knows, maybe this wedge pattern, in particular speaking, this stop grabber will become the bottom, and when the market will start move to the upside. If you accept to take the more risk of the possible downward continuation, you can try to take the position right here based on this top grabber pattern, based on this wedge pattern. That's another setup. You will get the better entry point, but also you will get the more risk of failure. That market in reality will show some deeper continuation. Well, because right now we do not have clear patterns that could point on the potential targets, except maybe this ABCD pattern, but it's not very reliable personally for me, mostly due to the shy BC leg. It's very small leg. It's point on the 1260 area precisely, but guys, it's very difficult to say and very difficult to rely on particularly this setup, because this is not really suitable leg for the ABCD pattern. Well, as you can see, although we stand in the very strong support area, but we have some lack of the clear and strong patterns yet. So all that we have right now is just a wedge accompanied by the divergence and this small and shy bullish stop grabber. That's all. So decide by yourself whether you will wait when the market will start move up and enter on some retracement, or take more risk and trying to take the position right here with the hope that market will really start move to the upside. We'll see what will happen, but this is two possible scenarios that we could take right now.